Hello and good day to you, whatever time of day you happen to be watching this. I am uh, I am carrying over kind of a theme that was in the last written post. I didn't allude to it in the video, but at the end of the last post, there was a little bit of exploration of what are the requirements to be called a disciple and a little bit of a deeper dive into discipleship in general. And then just so happened, I actually didn't really plan it this way, but of course it's the Bible, so that's how this goes. It just happened that the next post is Jesus kind of giving some requirements of discipleship of two individuals in particular. So what we find in these two accounts is that Jesus requires kind of completely different things from these two people. And it really speaks to the way Jesus, the gospel accounts talk all the time about how Jesus knew what they were thinking, especially with Pharisees. So with these men, Jesus inherently knew their stumbling blocks. So with the first one, his stumbling block was going to be that uh, that he would not have a home. If he followed Jesus and wanted to truly be a disciple of Jesus, then he was not going to have a home, and Jesus knew that that was going to be the deal breaker for him. And that's really the thing that he was holding on to too tightly in this life. And the second man wanted to be able to stay with his family until after his father passed. And most experts agree that his father was probably not terminally ill, that he just wanted to stay at home and live out the rest of his father's years before going out and discipling or making his own adventures, whatever. So Jesus knew that these two men, and we'll definitely cover this, but he did the same thing with the rich young ruler. A lot of people think that Jesus's implication when he told the rich young ruler to give up everything he had and sell it and give everything to the poor meant that that's what Jesus wants everyone to do. And I don't know that that's necessarily true. At the end of this passage, at the end of this written post, I even ask, there were people who supported Jesus through their financial means. And so the kingdom of God needs people who have financial means to continue to support it. But what he gets at with each individual is the thing that is their stumbling block, that is their obstacle to giving themselves over fully to um, to Jesus's offer of salvation, and then also their call to spread the gospel message, to evangelize about the opportunity for salvation. So, what we can get out of this one is just that we need to hold all earthly things loosely, and that extends even to our family. Even though that sounds so harsh, we need to be conscious of the fact that we can't love anything more than we love God and the promise of our salvation. I was watching something the other day where the pastor said, if you are anxious about Jesus's return, if you have, um, I don't know, trepidation or misgivings or whatever, um, because you want to be able to live out a certain pleasure in this life, then that means you are loving something of this world more than you love the return of Jesus. And Paul said Jesus is going to return for those who look forward to his coming. So we have to be of the mindset that we look forward to his coming, and there is nothing that we hold more dear in this world than the idea of Jesus' return and us being caught up with him to live with him forever. So keep that in mind as you read this passage, and just know that Jesus is speaking specifically to these individuals, and that it's up to us to kind of search our own hearts about what our issue is.